What is going on, guys? Yosef here and welcome to a brand new video. Welcome to your daily dose of transfer gossip, and today it is going to be Friday the 20th of January, and today if you play Foot Champions you notice it's been cancelled. And I know it's not really anything to do with transfers whatsoever, but obviously it's FIFA Ultimate Team and it's quite good to see it because obviously we're used to playing Foot Champions every single weekend now. It's kind of a good thing because you get a little bit of a break away from the stress of FIFA Ultimate Team. But anyway, let's get into this video. So before we get started, as always, if you can show support by leaving a like rating, that'd be absolutely awesome. If you're new to my channel, click the subscribe button for daily FIFA content and in the comments below. Your thoughts on today's rumours I should do in the next episode, and if you missed my previous video, it was down below in the description box. So we've got quite a lot to get through today, including a lot of confirmed transfers. The very first one is a Portuguese central midfielder called João Pedro going to LA Galaxy in the MLS from Vitória Guimarães in the Liga NOS, which is in Portugal, for around £1.23 million. And they announced him yesterday, and they also signed Jermaine Jones the day before that. Then we go on to Andreas Weimann, the Austrian winger, formerly of Aston Villa, going to Wolverhampton or Wolves from Derby on a loan deal for the remainder of the season. And to be fair, for a non-rare card, like 84 pace, 71 shot and dribbling, doesn't look too bad. Then we go on to Fabian Gaifa. I've probably said that one wrong, but he's gone to Bristol City from FC Schalke in the Bundesliga on a loan deal, followed by Keita going to Birmingham City from a team in the second tier of Italian football, the Serie B, Virtus Entella, and the fee was in fact undisclosed. But they also signed another player yesterday, and that is Karim Frey, of now formerly of Besiktas in Turkey. They bought him for £2.13 million, and it's a player on FIFA Ultimate Team. He's pretty damn usable, 90 pace, 83 dribbling, I believe used to play for Fulham, but I could well be wrong on that one. Then we go on to Sverre Ingi Ingersson, a Icelandic centre-back going to Granada in Spain from KSC Lokeren in the Belgian Pro League for an undisclosed fee. They also signed this guy right here, Kone, a Greek central player from Udinese on a loan deal for the remainder of the season. And the final confirmed part, is going to be Per Mertesacker getting a new one-year contract extension at Arsenal. And now we move on to potential transfers. Now an update in regards to what happened yesterday of Leonardo Ulloa of Leicester City. So according to the Daily Mail and pretty much every single source now, Leicester City striker Leonardo Ulloa has submitted a transfer request and is determined to leave. The club has so far only received one offer from Alaves in Spain. So for now no fee has been mentioned, but I'm pretty sure he won't be a Leicester player by the end of this window, and they may get some kind of decent fee out of him. Then we go on to Henry Lansbury going to Aston Villa, according to Sky sources. They understand Aston Villa have agreed a fee with Nottingham Forest for midfielder Henry Lansbury. Norwich and Derby also made approaches for him, but it's understood Villa have always been Lansbury's chosen destination. We've been told it's been a very complex negotiation. There are still some details to be completed, including medical and personal terms. But Villa are hopeful the deal can be completed in time for tomorrow's EFL registration deadline so he can play on Saturday's game at home against Preston North End. And the fee is in the region of around £3 million or so, and the player is expected to undergo medical in Birmingham last night. So he's actually had it now, probably by the time this video goes live. Then we go on to Andros Townsend into a return to Newcastle United, according to the Daily Mirror. Andros Townsend could be heading back to Newcastle on loan. Crystal Palace are willing to sell the winger, but the Magpies are only willing to do a temporary deal for now. He did join Newcastle 1 year ago from Tottenham and then went to Crystal Palace when Newcastle got relegated at the end of last season. But for now, so he could be going back to St James's Park, which to be fair, I'm pretty sure the fans do very much like him, as when he was there, he did definitely try. Then we go on to Alex Pritchard of Norwich City, and Sky sources understand that Burnley are interested in signing the winger Alex Pritchard. One source has told Sky that talks have started about an £8 million deal. Norwich signed Pritchard from Tottenham in August for a fee also believed to be around the £8 million mark, so they wouldn't really lose any money, and I believe him and Sergi Canos both could be leaving very soon. And by the way, this episode is very much dominated by English clubs because, to be fair, when I was going through my different resources and stuff, there wasn't really too much regarding clubs outside of England. Now we go on to Asmir Begovic linked to Bournemouth today, according to the Daily Telegraph. Chelsea have turned down a £10 million bid from Bournemouth for goalkeeper Asmir Begovic, but could be tempted to let him depart this January. Talks are still ongoing between the two clubs, but Conte may want to keep hold of the Bosnian stopper as they look to clinch the Premier League title, as obviously right now he's currently the backup to Courtois. Now we go on to Jose Fonte, and obviously everyone knows he handed a transfer request about 2 or 3 weeks ago now, and it went very, very quiet. There's like 2 or 3 rumours here and there to Liverpool and Manchester United, but now looks like he's finally found his club, and according to ESPN and also Sky Sports News, and pretty much every reliable source, West Ham have agreed a fee of £8 million with Southampton for defender Jose Fonte. The player will now hold talks with the Hammers ahead of a potential January move, and Bilic did say he wants to sign quite a few players this January. He does want to beef up some of the areas in his squad after a very poor start to the Premier League recently. They have regained some form, and they potentially could lose Dimitri Payet, but let's be honest, if they get a decent fee out of him, do they really need him? Because the other day in the 3-0 win, he wasn't there. But to be honest, he could still make a massive difference in some of the games. Then we got on to Keylor Navas of Real Madrid, and according to Manchester Evening News today, Manchester City could target Real Madrid goalkeeper Keylor Navas to replace struggling #1 goalkeeper Claudio Bravo. And that is according to reports in Spain, so for now, nothing else to report on that matter, but still could be one to watch potentially with Courtois and David De Gea linked to Real Madrid. Now we got on to Gerard Deulofeu, and Sky Sports are saying that AC Milan remain in talks with Everton regarding a loan move for Gerard Deulofeu, but are refusing to pay a loan fee for the former Barcelona winger, and Everton are looking for some kind of compensation for if he goes on loan there, get some money in return, but Milan, they don't want to do it. And the Everton boss Ronald Koeman has revealed that Toffees winger Gerard Deulofeu can leave the club, and centre-back Phil Jagielka could also exit. Next up is Jake Livermore, and he's on his way to West Midlands to undergo a medical before his proposed move to West Bromwich Albion, according to Sky sources. They understand personal terms have yet to be agreed, but Albion are hopeful the deal will be completed before lunchtime tomorrow, so Livermore can be available for the home game at Sunderland. As reported earlier on Sky Sports, Hull have accepted a bid around £10 million for the midfielder, and I think before the first bid was around £8 million or so. Then we go on to Cedar Berahino potentially leaving West Brom to go to Stoke City, and according to Sky again, they understand negotiations between Stoke and West Brom have progressed well over the possible transfer of Cedar Berahino. 10 days ago, Stoke did make a bid for the striker, and now Albion have responded and re-engaged with talks. A fee hasn't been agreed as of yet, but both sides are getting closer, and it could well be done in the next couple of days. And one move depending on this one is right here. West Brom's interest in Watford striker Gallo is very much dependent on the club's first agreeing a deal for Cedar Berahino to leave. Tony Pulis is keen to add Gallo to his squad, but West Brom aren't prepared to pay the £17 million price that Watford reportedly want for him. So for now, Gallo has been able to move away from Watford for about a year now, including a link to China, but West Brom could be another option. Now we got on to Oscar, but it's not just about him. It's about the Chinese Super League in general, and it's quite a good one in regards to football. So, the Chinese Football Association have introduced 18 new rules to control spending on foreign players by clubs in the Chinese Super League. Ultra high worth signings will be taxed, with the proceeds going to youth training and development, and professional clubs will have to spend at least 15% of their annual expenditure on youth development. And for me, what it does prove is that China, the CFL, the CFA and such are very much interested in football becoming a massive sport in the country, because they are still allowing massive transfers, but at the same time, the clubs do have to use that money now to put into youth development, and say probably like 10 years down the line, 20 years down the line, there could be some very good Chinese players coming through from that development. They could honestly have a great national team a few generations down the line. Now we go on to Arda Turan, and another player linked to China in fact. According to a couple of sources today, Arda Turan has been targeted by Chinese club Guangzhou Evergrande, who are willing to fork out €50 million for the Barcelona midfielder. Arda would be paid an estimated €370,000 per week, triple his current wages, by the Asian club. And it's not the first time he's been linked to a move away from Barca, and China, it could well tempt him. And that type of contract, again, I'd understand why he'd go. The final one today is going to be Mamadou Sakho. Actually, it's not the final one today, in fact, but apparently Sky sources understand Liverpool have rejected Southampton's loan offer for Mamadou Sakho. Liverpool want to sell a player in this January transfer window and are looking for a fee of around £20 million. Sevilla and West Ham have also been linked with the Frenchman, so it could be quite hard for us to sell him because we are asking for quite a bit of money, especially for a player that's not played since about April. But the further on we get into this transfer window, I'm pretty certain we will settle for a loan deal at some stage. The final one today, this is definitely the final one. Yannick Carrasco linked to Chelsea. According to the Daily Star, La Liga giants Atletico Madrid face a torrid summer of exits, with several of their top stars attracting interest from elsewhere. Spanish outlet Don Ballon claim Antoine Griezmann and Kevin Gamero are on both Manchester United and Paris Saint-Germain's shopping list this summer. They also add that Carrasco is a wanted man. They claim Chelsea are interested in the 23-year-old winger, as are both Manchester Giants, Bayern Munich and Juventus. Carrasco signed a new deal at Atletico in October and is under contract with the club until 2022. He also has a buyout clause in that deal worth £86 million. But Chelsea would have such funds at their disposal at the end of the season and could launch a hefty offer for the Belgian international. Now, I'm pretty sure most of that money comes from the sale of Oscar to China and potentially Diego Costa also going to the CSL. Now, I think this summer transfer window could be the best ever because the likes of Antoine Griezmann obviously linked to a Premier League move with Manchester United, but there's also so many big name players like Diego Costa linked to a massive money move to go to China. And if that was to happen, it would mean that Chelsea would have to sign a new striker, potentially being Romelu Lukaku, and maybe even hijack the Griezmann deal to go to Manchester United, or Morata maybe. So many big name players linked to other clubs that could well go through in like a domino effect. And that's what makes transfers so damn interesting. So guys, that's going to be the end of the video. So as always, if you show support by leaving a like rating, that'd be absolutely awesome. If you're new to my channel, click the subscribe button for daily FIFA content, and in the comments below with your thoughts on today's rumours I should do in the next episode. And if you missed my previous video, it'll be down below in the description box. So thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you next time.